Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. He's Mike Brenner. I'm Peter Loshak. We're the odds couple. We come to you from sportsbookreview.com, SBRodds.com. Today's Monday, October 24th. It's week 8 in the NFL. This is our Monday opening lines show. Mike Brenner, last week you went 4-3 in the NFL. I went 6-2
Did
in
you
the NFL.
really?
Oh, I did.
Wow.
And the Sharps went 1-2 in the NFL with a
Hey, I
one
still
push,
got-
according to Brent. Yep.
I still got 3 pending.
And right, that's right. And
But
you have
you
3
kicked some
pending
ass,
tonight on the
Pete.
Monday night
Damn.
game. You've got Denver minus, I believe, 7.5.
Yep.
Yes, that's right. No, minus 7. You have Denver minus 7, minus 118. You have first half minus 4.5, minus 114.
Yep.
And you have under 40.5
Yep.
plus 100. And I can tell you that the Sharps also have one pending pick for tonight, according to Brent from BetDSI, and that is also Denver. The Sharps are on Denver, according to Brent. So that's got to make you feel good, right, Mike
It
Brenner?
does, and I love it. And there's something that I like the most that I don't think can be measured by the books and the Sharps, and that's the emotion. And the article I read this morning, I'm not kidding you. Hey, this guy is a target, all right? Osweiler's coming back, and the way he walked out that door, a few of the seasoned vets over there didn't appreciate it. And Von Miller, all right, and I could go on. There's 3 of them that said, we're out to kill this guy. And they said, not specifically kill him, but we're going to let him know we were there. And
They weren't literally going to kill him.
No, not literally going to kill him. But Pete, they're going to literally put him down there. They could bury the guy at halftime. But no, there's not a better spot for Denver coming off of the way that they've been playing, okay, and that specific game last week. Now you got your coach coming back. He's healthy again, all right? You have a pissed-off team, a pissed-off defense that thinks, you know what, we might have been slipping a bit, and an enemy coming into town. John Elway is already pumped up. He's probably already having a couple cold ones, John Elway, because he doesn't, enjoy the cocktail. But he wants this game more than anybody, and I guarantee you, that's why I told you he took some of the players out during the off. This is what they were talking about. They want this game. They have it circled. Houston is a lost puppy on the road. They do very well at home. On the road, this team really struggles. And no J.J. Watt, you got no mojo. And Osweiler, this kid's afraid to come in here because he already knows he's practiced with these guys across the ball. All right, won a Super Bowl with them. He knows how they are. This kid's going to be running for his life early and often. I love it early and often. The full game, the first half, and the under.
All right, suffice to say, Mike Brenner likes it just as much as he did when he gave it last week.
Yes,
now
sir.
let's look at the other games that are coming up. And, of course, there's one line that jumps way out of me. Mike Brenner, one of the teams you've had notable success with over the past few weeks has been the Pats, right? A lot of so-called sharps, a lot of so-called smarty pants picking against the Pats, right? You held your ground, you stood your ground, and you went with the Pats.
I even
all
told
those
Doug,
weeks.
I said, Doug, no disrespect, but this is a double-digit win. And I'll be damned if it wasn't a double-digit win.
And you have been cashing, and the public's been all over the Pats as well. They've been cashing. Now, this opening line, it opened at -5 at the Bills. I jumped all over that.
I know you did.
And of course,
I
not a
jumped
shock
on it at 6.
Not a shock at all. It's now up to 5.5 or 6 market wide.
Yeah.
And I think you could make some decent cases for of all the Pats' most recent games. This is the one where I think you can make the least good case for taking the underdog. I mean, the Bills are having all kinds of issues. They have a ton of injuries.
Yeah.
They don't have anyone on offense, right?
Yeah.
And
it's a rival.
And it's a freaking revenge game.
Exactly.
The Bills already beat them.
Exactly.
Now, Brady wasn't in there, but it still
Doesn't
counts
matter.
as a revenge
That's
game.
why they want to beat him even more. Pistol Pete,
Now-
this video couldn't start fast enough for me.
I'm not normally, feeling the passion and the energy for betting on the Pats like you have been in the past bunch of weeks, but this week I am.
Yeah.
I don't understand the line. Why is it so low? Is there still huge value at 5.5 or 6?
This is wonderful. I don't even have to open that back door because you're jumping in by yourself. Pete, this is an absolute brilliant game. Because Brady wasn't in the first one is why I like it even more. Secondly, the way they got manhandled against Miami, this team now is scratching their heads again, and you nailed it. Offense, there's no weapons scaring anybody. You got Sammy Watkins out, right?
Yeah.
All right, you've got McCoy with the hammy. He's hobbled. And who's his backup? Reggie Bush. Trust me, there's no threat there. All right, Ryan is now feeling the heat. Read an article last night that was, again, who knows how much plays into this, but he is apparently still on a hot seat at that in Buffalo. They're not real happy with his performance as of right now, and I don't think this team bounces back, even though they're at home, strong enough because of the weapon of what's coming into town. Yeah. Belichick's licking his chops too. He knows what team beat him already. He doesn't like it. This is another double-digit win. First half, full game. I'm all over
right,
it.
and I'm going full game as well. I might go on
Pete,
first
I'm
half
doing
with
another
you.
one. I'm
Yep.
doing 3. I'm doing the first quarter. I hit 2 first quarters yesterday.
Really?
Yes. And
Okay.
I tweeted them out, and they nailed it. I'm going also first quarter on this one because I'm talking the Patriots are going to be all over this team early and often. They're not going to stop.
Okay, so the first quarter, what book do you want for the first
Bookmaker.
quarter? Bookmaker first
Yep.
quarter. Okay, that'll
and then
be
I'll
out.
take Heritage for the half.
Okay, that'll be out. Well, why don't you take the bookmaker for the half?
Yeah, let's do a bookmaker.
for the half and for the
Okay.
quarter, and of course, those will be out. The quarters come out day of game.
Yep,
but,
sure do.
I'm going to be on the Pats full game, and I might join you with the first half play later on in the week.
And the
We'll
full
see.
game, you got me at what?
5.5
God,
minus
that's
110,
brilliant.
which is the current Greek
Jeez.
line.
What are your thoughts
line
on
is
that
gonna-
game?
Yeah, I just told you. I think that it's the line doesn't make sense to me. Obviously, it's going to be a massive public play. We'll see where the sharp action comes in. I'll definitely ask Brent from BetDSI about it, but it feels like it's going to be at 7 within
And you know
24
what Brady
hours.
said? He said he feels when his protection right now. He said he feels as solid with
Yeah.
his line that he has felt. He said he feels like he could just sit back there all day. That's dangerous going into Buffalo, boys.
Sure,
I'm telling
sure.
you.
All right, the next game that I think I'm going to give officially, Philly and Dallas. I think I'm going to give a shot with the
Ooh.
over at 43.5. Dallas,
Okay.
putting up points. Now that they're off the bye, they're going to come back here.
Wow.
Will their offense be clicking? I think it will. Philly, one way or another, should score some points as well. And I'm going to take the over 43.5 in the Sunday night game, Philly and Dallas. I'll add that one. That's the only two. Those are the only two that I'm going to add here. But there's a
Wow.
bunch of other interesting games. Obviously, we both had winners with Oakland last week, and now here they are. The second game of their Florida trip. Once again, they're a 1 or 1.5 point underdog. Same line as the Jacksonville line. I don't like this one quite as much as the Jacksonville line, but I think I'm still liking it. Right, Mike Brenner?
I love it. What is it? 7-0 now. ATS, Jack Del Rio on
Yeah.
the road with this team. And the thing is, they look so good. I mean, they did. I know they didn't play anybody, but they look confident from start to finish when they whooped Jacksonville. Tampa's just too up and down for me. I got to ride with it. I got to go with it. And if I'm getting points, I'm all over.
Plus
'cause-
1.5 minus 110.
See, I saw it as a pick 'em earlier. Jesus, now plus 1.5. I'm all over it. I don't think Tampa grew up enough yesterday to face this offense anyway.
I like Tampa against San Francisco. Of course, that was one of my winners last week. All right, you know what?
Yeah.
I will go on with you officially
Good.
with it.
Jump in there,
Oakland
buddy.
plus
Jump in
1.5.
there.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was planning on taking both of these games anyway, and I will take it in light of how the last game went and the line.
I got a couple more I'm dying to talk
Okay,
about.
let's hear. Why don't you hit us with one?
All right, Cincinnati Bengals, buddy. They're at
Okay.
home against Washington. All right, and at home against
Well,
Washington.
no, they're in London.
Oh, they're in
against
London?
Washington.
That
Yes.
cancels everything. Did not know that. I'm about tired of these London games in the beginning of in the middle of the season. I'm not big on that.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. I don't
Yeah.
think the Rams are either. That was one of the most boring games, the Rams and the Giants, besides that Seattle debacle on Sunday night.
All right, so you're off Cincinnati. then.
Well, I'm not off it yet, but I have to.
Okay, you have to
it
revisit
changes
it.
everything because Washington on the road against Washington and London on the road is a different thing. But there's another one. I don't think they're in London.
Okay, let's
How
hear
about
it.
the Falcons and the Packers?
The Falcons and the Packers. That was
Yep.
the next game I want to ask you about. Yes, what's your
pistol.
take on this
I
one?
am all over it. I'm all over it. And I just think
okay.
it comes from resiliency. I'm pulling the trigger right now on the
Atlanta.
full game Atlanta.
Really?
Full
Okay.
game. Yep, I am. And I'm also going to pull the trigger on the half. My reasoning for the half is that they're pissed off. They had that game yesterday against San Diego, and Dan Quinn's too good of a coach to let this team put their tail between their leg and go the other direction. He's going to say, hell no, this is where we shine. And Green Bay's just Green Bay. And I think
Well-
me, you, and Dennis have a shot at scoring a touchdown against that defense.
The line right now, the best line we can give is -2.5, -120. Green Bay, of course, is off the win. It goes against the Bears, but they
Yep.
did get it. They
Yep.
didn't let down.
You got it, but I
and
like
they're off
it.
of extended rest, right? That was a Thursday game. So, they're going to come in here, and how will Aaron Rodgers do? I'm not exactly sure, but, they're off of a win, off of extra rest. And Atlanta, again, is off of those two tough road games. That was
Yep.
the reason that I liked San Diego last week, which is another one of my NFL winners.
By the way, that was a great call.
Yes, that is absolutely
But
was.
you know what, Pete? Had the Falcons won that game, I wouldn't be going this way. But the loss and the way they lost, and that they know they had that damn thing in the palm of their hands, that's why I think even though Green Bay gets the extra rest, I don't think it's going to affect them. I think really the Falcons are going to own them. I love
Okay.
it first half in the game.
All right, fair enough. -2.5, -120, and we'll
Yep.
give you the bookmaker opener on the first half. Is that all your?
Nope.
Oh,
I got
you
one
another
more.
one. Let's hear it.
And I
Let's
love
hear
it, and I'm jumping on it now
Okay,
because
all
this
right.
will change after
Sure,
tonight.
sure.
I saw an early line, and I don't know how they put this line out, but Broncos against the Chargers. Is that?
Yeah.
They was hanging 6.5
Yeah,
somewhere.
I am seeing a 6.5 at Bet Online. and
Taking
Sports
it.
Betting
I have every
Strategy.
right to
Okay.
jump on
yes,
that.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
jumping on it. I'll take the Broncos. They're going to catapult off the victory they're going to get tonight. So a little ESP. Not ESPN, but a little ESP in action here, buddy.
Okay, -6.5, -105 is
Yep.
what I'm seeing right now at BetOnline and sportsbetting.ag, and I'll visit the sites to confirm that. And if it is confirmed, you can take it. You're not a believer in San Diego as an underdog, hanging close with even good
And not
teams.
even that. They haven't won 2 in a row in years, let alone 3 in a row. I'm all over it. Denver is just going to absolutely catapult from the big win tonight. And Philip Rivers and company haven't seen this one yet.
All right, fair enough. A bunch of these lines I haven't been able to crunch in depth yet, so I'm just going to stick with the 2 that I've given so far.
What were yours?
I'm taking the over in the Sunday night game, Philly-Dallas, and of course, I'm on the Pats -5.5. That's just a no-brainer, and if that one loses... Oh, no, sorry, and I also went on Oakland with you plus
That's
1.5.
right, I was gonna
Let's
say.
review your picks, Mike Brenner, for this Monday show.
Absolutely. I'm going to have the Falcons on the first half, and I'm going to take them on the game -2.5. I'm going with the Patriots first quarter. That'll be opening line. Also first half, and the full game Pistol Pete line. Shop it got me -5.5. I'm taking the Broncos, against Chargers, just on the full game -6.5. And the Oakland Raiders on the game getting 1.5.
All right, Mike Brenner.
Man, I love
We'll be crunching a lot more of these lines throughout the week and adding plays to our official slate as we deem
job, by the way, last
appropriate. And we'll do those videos Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, or Thursday. And of course, on Friday we'll do our recap video on the NFL Week 8. Feeling good about this week, Mike Brenner.
Me too, buddy. Me too. Have a great day, guys. And guess what? Bet responsible.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.